Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rosnee. I'm an internationally educated nurse living here in Ontario. In my channel, I share my journey from being an IEN to becoming RN here in Ontario, and I also create videos to help IENs navigate the Canadian nursing journey. In today's video, we are diving into a big question that I have received from a lot of you, which is what is the difference between being an RN and being an RPN in Ontario? If you are confused about which path to take or which one fits better for you as internationally educated nurse, then this video is for you. Stay tuned. I'll give you guys information about the difference between RN and RPN, the education that is needed, the scope of practice, where RN and RPN work in hospital settings or a long-term care. You are confused about that. I will talk about that information as well. The licensing exam we're supposed to write, the salary, career growth, and the pros and cons. I'll discuss all of it in this video. Let's start with education because this is where things are already different. In order to become RN here in Ontario, you must complete a bachelor's degree, and in order to become RPN in Ontario, you must complete diploma in nursing. And in my previous video, I already provided information about the new changes for education requirement made by CNO, which is if your nursing program is formally recognized in your country and you have completed bachelor's in nursing, then you are eligible for RN, and if you have completed diploma in nursing, then you are eligible to become RPN here in Ontario. Now let's talk about what RNs and RPNs actually do at work, basically their scope of practice. So RN care for unstable, complex or high-risk patient. They make independent decisions, they make assessment, and they usually work in ICUs, ER, surgical suites, and critical care units. And RNs care for stable and predictable patients. They follow the care plans, monitor patients, and they usually work at long-term cares, clinics, rehabs, and in the mental health units. So think of it in a way. So for example, if a patient's condition is very critical, unstable, unpredictable, and is rapidly changing, then those kind of patients are assigned to RNs. And if the patient is stable and the outcomes are predictable, then those patients will be assigned to RPNs. Usually both roles are incredibly important. They just serve different types of patients, and now RNs can also prescribe medication if they have completed a certain course here in Ontario. Now let's discuss where RNs and RPNs actually work here in Ontario. RNs are usually in multiple settings. You can find them everywhere. They will work from med-surg to critical care units to ICUs, ORs, and ERs, and are mostly responsible for leadership roles, whereas RPNs usually work in long-term cares, rehab units, home care, community health, and some hospital units in more like supporting roles. And I gave you guys already information about what kind of patients will be assigned to RNs and RPNs. Usually in Ontario, you can see a lot of RNs work in long-term care units. Both roles are respected roles. It really depends on what kind of environment and which unit you are comfortable in. Now let's talk about money because we all want to know about it. For RNs in Ontario, they usually get paid somewhere from 34 to 37 an hour, and it can go up to $50 an hour. And this pay usually differs on the work setting, either it's a hospital or clinic or long-term setting, or if they take on leadership roles, then it can increase. And I told you it can go up to 50 depending on your experience. Also, the salary totally depends on the kind of unions and depending on totally on where you work. So for RPNs, the pay starts somewhere from 27 to 30 dollars per hour, and it can go up to 36 per hour. Again, the same thing depending on the union that you work with or the facility that you work with. So as an IEN, if you guys have bachelor's degree in nursing, I suggest you guys start as RN. Next section is the career growth opportunities. Both RNs and RPNs can grow their career. For RNs, if you complete a master's in nursing, then you can work as a nurse practitioner. And there are multiple courses that you can do to specialize in becoming RN here in Ontario. Some of the example of the courses that you can do is operating room programs, ER programs, critical care unit programs, in order to specialize in those areas that will help you gain more experience and also increase your pay as well. Now, RNs can also prescribe medications after they complete a certain course. So, of course, there is a good career growth opportunity after you become RN. RPNs also have a huge career growth opportunity. They can bridge from RPN to RN programs here in Ontario. And if they are already working in a long-term care unit, they can also become a team leader, and they can specialize in mental and palliative care, and they also do a lot of courses as a wound care nurse. For IENs, if you want to enter the Canadian nursing system quickly, then I would suggest you guys start as RPN. But if you are focused on long-term leadership, hospital work, or specialization, then you can apply for RN. Some nurses even do both. They start their application as RPN and RN at the same time. They complete their RPN registration first, start working as RPN, and then later they would go on and write the exam as NCLEX RN, which is exactly what I did. I got my RPN license first in Ontario, and then I applied for RN. So now you guys know the difference between RN and RPN here in Ontario. So there's no right path. Only thing you can do is understand what fits better for you and what is your goals, your education, and how fast you want to enter the system. So it totally depends on what you are comfortable with. I hope this helped clear the confusion regarding RN and RPN in Ontario. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, you've got this. You are very close to getting your nursing license here in Ontario. Until that time, you guys have a good day. Bye.